Once again, a referee in charge, Tony Weeks, now to give instructions.
Caballeros, ustedes reciben sus instrucciones.
Mira, aquí está bien, aquí no.
Mira, aquí está bien, aquí no. De la cintura para arriba. Ya quiero una play limpia. Escúchame, cuídate. ¿Listos? Vámonos.
On the same day as the Kentucky Derby, we'll see two of boxing's top thoroughbreds hoping to power their way to glory. Until now, Castill0 could only think about or talk about C0rrales' crushing power. Tonight, he expects to find out exactly how it feels and how he'll react if Chico connects. The power of C0rrales has been his godsend, but against the smothering attack of Castill0, the answer may be the jab. Chico not used to fighters actually coming at him of late with Freitas and Castill0, his last two opponents. Very different story tonight. Here we go.
And maybe one thing that people should remember right from the get-go, Diego C0rrales came up from junior lightweight, ultimately beat Freitas for the title. Castill0 is a big, strong lightweight who has been at this weight class for essentially his whole career.
Castill0 never dropped or KO'd. He's been stopped 4 times on cuts. However, he is historically a slow starter, particularly his last couple of fights. But he said if C0rrales comes at him, it'll be a brawl, a grueling slugfest. Interesting to see what tack C0rrales takes here at the outset.
And already we're seeing C0rrales happy to stay on the inside with Castill0. We'll see how this plays out. He's trading hooks with Castill0. He's staying right in there with him. Some would say that's a mistake. We'll see.
He is looking, C0rrales, to force a shootout with Castill0. Looking to establish an early presence, just as he said he would, knowing Castill0 is a slow starter, and gets stronger as the fight goes on.
No hagas eso. Out. Yeah, no hagas eso.
Already Tony Weeks with a warning to Castill0. Castill0 is a rough customer on the inside. He'll use his head, elbows, etc.
Some call him dirty.
A lot of body work by C0rrales early, Steve. That's interesting.
And there it is. Meanwhile, Castill0 coming right back. He said to beat C0rrales, he'll have to stay close, throw a lot of punches, pressure him. Don't let Chico think.
This is going to be a great fight, I can tell you right now. C0rrales is making it have to be a great fight.
They will look to wear each other down. In other words, as mentioned before, a war of attrition, perhaps.
On the surface of it, as you hear the fans chanting for Castill0, and there are a lot of Mexican fans here for Cinco de Mayo, on the surface of it, you would think this is a very risky move for C0rrales early. But so far, he's kind of making it work.
Don't do that. There we go.
Rabbit punching by C0rrales, getting the caution from Tony Weeks. A solid, highly regarded referee.
Great body work by C0rrales. And how about this so far? C0rrales has rabbit punched and punched low once. So he's the guy that's pushing the envelope.
Yeah, usually it's Castill0 who's blamed for those roughhouse tactics.
C0rrales claims he sparred 16 rounds one day with 4 sparring partners. He said, I am as ready as I could ever be for this fight.
Comes off a monster training camp. 23 different fights all told. One of his sparring partners, Jose Santa Cruz. And here's an exchange as they go toe-to-toe as advertised in the center of the ring.
And I think the one mistake C0rrales is making is he's hooking with a hooker. Don't make the left hook your primary weapon, and C0rrales is doing that.
Yep. Wow. So an action-packed opening round.
You got to make sure that chin is buried every time you start banging with them. Now that left hook is working good on the inside, and the body shots are working good. Fade a little bit more at that jab. He's looking to counter your jab with that right hand. He's going to come with that eventually. All right? But I'll tell you what, nice turns on him. You were scoring first. You saw.
Referee Tony Weeks will give a warning to C0rrales for hitting behind the head, rabbit punching. Twice C0rrales gets it done. Now C0rrales went downstairs very effectively to the body, gripping downstairs with the left, and he threw a lot of shots. There's the left hook downstairs. And the left hook was a a big signature punch for Corrales in round one, but it's dangerous because he was countered by a better left hooker in Jose Luis Castillo.
So this fight heating up early. Here we go, round two.
Out.
Castillo in the red, Corrales in the white.
There's a little bit of a danger here early for Corrales. He wanted to use the jab a lot in this fight. And he's not using it quite as much as I think he would like, Stephen. If he used the jab more, it would keep him at a distance from Castillo.
And he wants to prove he has more than just a left hook. Showed he's not one-dimensional his last couple of fights, really showing marked improvement.
That's Castillo on the inside. He can rip those hooks to the body and the head, and if Corrales hangs in there with him, he'll give him an opportunity to do it.
Yeah, that is Castillo's MO. A right uppercut and a left hook by Castillo that tagged Corrales.
This is a strategic nightmare right now, I think, for Diego Corrales. This was a ploy on their part, thinking he could outmuscle Castillo. Maybe he will, and there he comes back. But wow, it's a tough way to go for Diego Corrales.
Fists are flying. Both punches raining big shots.
Julio Cesar Chavez is yelling to Castillo to throw the uppercut, and he threw it early on, and it was effective.
So it turns out early a very inside fight from close range. A proverbial telephone booth type affair.
What a surprise that Corrales chose this way to start, but it's creating a lot of excitement for all of us.
And on the inside, Corrales is scoring, but back comes Castillo. You can just about put a piece of paper between them, and that's it right now.
Come on.
And interestingly, it's Corrales throwing punches a little south of the border, not Castillo.
Left hooks by Corrales. That's his signature. But Castillo stands right up to it. Oh, what a combination upstairs by Corrales.
That left hook hurt Castillo, and that's a news headline.
It momentarily stopped him in his tracks, Al. And then a big body shot by Castillo.
And it was low, but Corrales walked through it. This is truly amazing. And if Diego Corrales gets through this part and is effective doing this, he'll have made an amazing statement, fighting Castillo's fight.
And Corrales continues to score. The second round even better than the first.
Estás bajando las dos manos. No le des mucha iniciativa. Estás ahí, trabaja. Trabaja.
Make sure you work in there.
Abajo, acuérdate. Trabaja dos hombres y remata abajo. Y remata arriba. No te quedes.
Corrales working downstairs, and now Castillo ripping those left hooks downstairs. That's one of the things he does so well, as Castillo fighting on the inside. Jose Luis Castillo with the uppercuts and the hooks. He's great on the inside. This is where he likes to do business. However, Diego Corrales coming back in this round with better hand speed on the inside than Castillo. That was the key there. And the left hook starting to get to Castillo. You would think it would be a mistake for Corrales to hook with him, but in that round, he hurt Castillo at least 3 times with his own left hook.
So Corrales immediately jumping on Castillo. And he continues to do more of the same as we enter round 3, scheduled for 12. Boy, at this pace, can it go 12?
Oh, no. Come on, keep off his head.
The conventional thinking, obviously, was that Corrales needed to be the boxer-puncher, jab a lot, work on the outside, counter-punch. He has gone right inside with Castillo, and for the most part has been very effective doing it.
Corrales electing to, as they say, fight fire with fire, and fighting Castillo's style. Inside.
Both men doing good work down the stairs to the body. There's that hook being turned again by Corrales. Castillo is amazingly open for that